It's a pleasure to welcome you here on this introduction to our next teacher training course, 2023, 2023, 24, 25, to correct myself. And so I'm very happy to say that we are full of optimism that this course will take place. I would like to say that especially on this 11th day of January, we may think of that Maharishi used to come out of his silence on the 12th of January every year. And in this situation, I would like to say, let's have a meditation to begin with. Just sit comfortably and have all the thoughts coming from back to forth and from left to right and right to left. Just let them pass by. Don't worry the thoughts. After a while, we pick the mantra and we let it go. After about 8 minutes, I will say Jai Gurudev, and after a while, then we open the eyes. So let's close our eyes. Now let's open the eyes. It was fine, it was good. Fine. Once more, I would like to say hello to everyone. Welcome here once more on this meeting today. The purpose of this meeting is the introduction of the next teacher training course for the year 2025. I would like to introduce myself shortly. My name is Roland Hartmann. I'm living in Graz in Austria, and I'm a teacher of meditation since 1974. I was initiated in Cape Town, South Africa in 1971 by David Fisk. And it's been a great joy to be in service with the movement for many, many years. But somehow it came to a situation where I became an independent teacher. Today, I'm together with Abna and many others who are independent teachers of meditation, and we have found to make this, to plan this project of teacher training, since it's been quite a heritage we want to hand on to the next generation. Just to say one word more before I introduce you, Avner Kostev. The history of teachers of the International Teachers of Meditation Association lasts about 3-4 years, and I joined it about 2 years ago, and it's been a great joy to have the first teacher training course managed together with Adna Koster. The point is that we are applying to all the trademarks and copyrights. But we are in tune with the so-called holy tradition of Swami Brahmananda Saraswati for Jyotimat. I would like now to ask Abner to take over the microphone.
Thank you so much, Roland. And it's always a joy to be together with you and all the people here. Many of them are friends from the last course and from before and afterwards. So our topic today is the Teacher Training Academy. Everyone is invited to become a teacher of meditation. And I'll put up the slideshow that we've prepared. Okay, so this is a picture of the course that graduated in November of 2023 in Kerala, India. And in our talk today, we've done introductions and meditations. We'll talk about what it is, why Teacher Training Academy. We'll see photos from the last TTA, Teacher Training Academy in Kerala. We'll look at the course structure of how to become a teacher, how the study methods, and the curriculum and dates for the 2 semesters, semester 1 by Zoom online, and semester 2 in a residential setting. And then we'll talk about tuition, scholarships, how to register, and the questions. So here are the questions that we'll try to cover. We might as well answer them right away, huh? Can anyone learn to be a teacher of meditation? Yes, basically anyone. If you are not already practicing meditation, that will be the first step. Do you have to be a siddha practicing the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, or have done the so-called Science of Creative Intelligence courses? No, this is not necessary. How does this Teacher Training Academy compare with Maharishi's teacher training courses? As you'll see when we talk about our disclosures, many of our teachers were trained by Maharishi, and they've taught decades. I think most of the veterans in it have been teaching for 40 or 50 years already. Many of them have taught thousands of people. So from that experience, we are teaching people how to be teachers of meditation, but we are never taking the position that this meditation that we are teaching is the same or identical to what's called transcendental meditation, or that this Teacher Training Academy is the same or identical to a teacher training course. However, from our experience, it's very effective, perhaps more, certainly not less. And we have researchers in Germany that have compared this meditation with mindfulness, which is very, very popular right now, and has been found that this meditation is much more effective, much deeper, and much easier to be regular in. So the course is really 3 months, 2 of them by Zoom, and 1 month in a hotel residence setting. How much does it cost? Well, the first phase costs €800. The second costs €2,000. That might change a little bit by the hotel, or if you want a single room or double room, but it won't change much. There are some scholarships available, and anyone who needs help, we want to make it possible for anyone who wants to be a teacher of meditation, that it's so much needed in this time and age to learn to be a teacher and to teach as many people as he wants to and can. Do I get a certificate? Definitely. You saw in the picture, there's a nice certificate of a certified teacher of meditation. And people can teach meditation anywhere and everywhere they want, wherever they live, wherever they work, in any country in the world. They're most free to do and welcome. There's an organization, it's called ITMA, International Teachers of Meditation Association, and it's global. It has representatives in many countries, and you can belong to this organization. You can receive materials, advice, coaching. But this organization, unlike other organizations, does not charge you royalties or tell you what to do or tell you what to name the meditation you are teaching or anything like that. This association is there that teachers help each other, independent teachers help each other, support each other, and that's it. As a teacher of meditation, this is a very in-demand profession right now. Many spas and many institutions of education, even in corporate settings, people are experiencing a lot of stress. And meditation, unlike when Roland and I learned it, 50 or some years ago, when it was strange or new, or now it is very much mainstream and everyone knows that it's good. No, the organization does not take a percentage. The organization does provide lectures, materials. We share with each other whatever we know. During the course, we do many additional meditations in addition to the 2 daily or normal ones that we do. During the Zoom course, the 2 months, phase 1, we do group meditations, and we are doing the lessons like we did today. And we also do daily meditations for those who are free to join them. During the course in the hotel, we do long meditations, 2 what are called rounds, or long meditations with some additional yoga exercise and breathing exercise. We do 2 of those in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, roughly about 4 hours of practice a day. And this extended practice over a long time of many weeks, it stabilizes deeper experiences and higher states of consciousness, and definitely accelerates personal development, and gives us a tool. As meditators, we can maybe create some softness around us, but as teachers of meditation, we can give that gift to others and hopefully make our contribution to make a better world. Yes, there is a traditional ceremony that's very popular and widely used, in India and around the world. And that is when someone learns meditation, there's a traditional ceremony where the teacher does the ceremony to thank and recognize the teachers that came before him, from whom he got this wonderful knowledge. And we perform that ceremony. And the people who in the course will, of course, learn how to do that. It's one of the things we learn in the course. And there are some implements that are needed for the ceremony that is included in the course. And as a teacher and as an independent teacher, of course, you can set up your own business, your own practice of meditation, a meditation center. You can add it to your business. My wife, for instance, is a acupuncturist, and she teaches her patients meditation when it's appropriate. The same in business, similar to some yoga teacher who might have a center and teach people. In the Zoom portion in phase 1, you basically learn how to guide someone to a good experience of meditation. This is a very useful skill, and we use it all the time with people who already are experienced in meditation and new pupils. And we also learn a good part of this traditional ceremony, but not all of it. In phase 2, we'll go with that curriculum. We basically learn everything we need in order to give the training to how to train, how to teach people to practice meditation, how to give them advanced lectures, how to provide weekend residence courses, and so forth. And we start basically, people can register now. At the end of January or beginning of February, we'll start 2 months, February and March, for phase 1, and then April and a little bit of May for phase 2. So now a little background, historical. As you understand, many of us have been in the Maharishi's movement for many years, many decades. But basically, during the Corona outbreak, we began to talk to each other. We found out that many people had been unhappy with what was happening in Maharishi's movement after he passed away. There was a lot of focus on making money, a lot of focus on people becoming kings or rajas or and controlling things. And the focus had moved away from teaching many people how to meditate and supporting the teachers who are actually doing the work. And we decided that our little thank you for the knowledge that we've received was to create this organization to teach new teachers of meditation and to support those teachers so they could teach. And ITMA's decision was to keep away from anything that was divisive, such as rajas or kings or taking money from teachers or telling people what is right and what is wrong and how to call their meditation and how to live their life and what politics they should do. That is none of our business. We're a professional association, and that's how ITMA works. And TTA is very important, Teacher Training Academy, because it's the gift which keeps on giving. Once you know how to teach someone to experience bliss, silence, inner wakefulness, that is the greatest gift you can give someone, and it's very, very satisfying. So this is our disclosure and disclaimer. You can see it on our website. It basically goes over what I said before, that we respect and honor Maharishi's tradition, but to be clear, neither ITMA nor its teachers, nor the form of meditation it teaches is affiliated in any way to the organizations founded around the world by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and we are not, nor are we licensed to teach meditation or the TM City program and so forth. We don't claim to teach them or to offer them or similar programs, and our association respects existing legal trademarks and copyrights wherever, whenever they exist. And of course, we're not making any medical or mercantability or fitness claims for the meditation we do. However, experience of decades, and if we put all the experience of all the ITMA teachers together, it's hundreds of years of experience, says this is a very, very good practice to incorporate in one's life and in the life of society. So this meditation, of course, is, I mentioned, it seems to be more effective than mindfulness and reduces stress, balances life, and contributes to creating peace in individuals and society. ITMA is global. You see all the countries outlined in red. I believe there are a few since we did this slide, but basically, Israel, Russia, Ukraine, Sweden, France, Austria, Australia, New Zealand, Portugal, Germany, Norway, Kazakhstan, Belgium, now Cyprus, also United States, Poland. There we are. So how ITMA works, it's we complete a recognized, if you want to join ITMA as a teacher, you complete a recognized meditation teacher training course. If you did it in the past, we'll recognize it and give you a certificate. If you're new, you take the course that ITMA offers and you get a certificate. You teach the meditation in the way we are taught. Members of ITMA have access to teaching materials. They can be active or inactive as is comfortable. There are no sanctions. And there are no annual fees, no royalties. We share ideas, communicate. We provide mutual support in legal matters and organizing. And we cooperate to create healthy individuals and peaceful individuals, the basis for a better world. Here's the last course, some pictures from the last course. This is the entrance to the temple of the birthplace of Sri Shankara, who is the basically fountainhead, the founder of this tradition of meditation. You see him in the second picture from the left. And this is the symbol of this. And this is a picture of Shankara being caught by an alligator and his mother giving him permission to be a recluse, and then the alligator let him go and he became a very famous saint in India and the founder of this tradition. This is the entryway, and this is a priest giving out the puja sets and pictures of Gurudev to all the people here. At the beginning of the course, you see the participants, and here they are at the entrance. They now have their puja sets ready to begin the course, and in the middle is the head priest, Surya Narayan, a very wonderful and lovable and supportive person. And this is where the course was taking place. This is a building where we had our dinners and lecture halls, very green up in the hills in Kerala. And this is Bob, a member of the course, and who traveled together with Roland and Volkmar up to visit the Shankaracharya. And you'll notice that these are pictures of Gurudev in different ages. On his left, you'll see there's a yellow marker. He has a stick. It's called the dandi in Indian. And also when he's older, the stick is covered by cloth. And he's a member of the order of what are called Dandi Swamis. And you see, this is the Shankaracharya of the West, which Roland and Volkmar and Bob visited. And he also has this stick. He's also a member of this Dandi Swami order, as his disciple to the right. He also, so here are the three representatives of the course visiting the ashram of the Shankaracharya of the West in India. Very, very revered person, sort of like the Pope in India. And here he is performing a puja, traditional ceremony. And this was presented to the Shankaracharya by Roland, a picture of all the people who graduated the course and some text here. And he blessed the course and gave us the blessing for this teacher training academy. So this was very, very significant for us that we are connected to and blessed by this very, very ancient tradition of at least 2,500 years. And this is where the people lived, these sort of bungalows. And this is people lecturing. Much of the course is practicing how to teach. So we're not just learning theoretical, we're practicing how to teach. And you see, you're writing your lectures and having discussions and seminars. And here at the end of the course, everyone has their diploma. And here again, practicing. A lot of the practicing is in twos, couples. One person is taking the role of a teacher, the other of the student, and we practice back and forth until we're really, really perfect. People left the course very experienced teachers. They're not green, they're experienced. This is the traditional ceremony. Every student does that many, many hundreds of times and becomes perfect at it because there's a benefit to the student when you're doing this performance. You're connecting to that tradition, and on a spiritual level, a level of consciousness, it's a great benefit to the teacher. It's one of the reasons people love teaching. So we practice it, of course, daily as a group, and also each person. And this is a chart. The goal was every person, every student would do 240 of these performances during the course, so you become perfect at it. And here you see how the various people are doing. They all finished the required amount and graduated very successfully. Again, this is, you see people standing around and two people sitting. We're practicing at the end of the evening that every evening someone is teaching someone else how to learn to meditate, giving them their mantra, teaching them how to use it. And of course, we do that not just as a group, but it couples all through the day. So people are very, very perfect, you see, very, very perfect in teaching. And here we are doing our long meditations. We do four long meditations with yoga asanas and pranayama, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, roughly 2 hours in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. And we also do long meditation before lunch. So this course is not theoretical, it's also practical. We also had some fun. This is a field trip. We went up into the mountains, had a beautiful picnic. There are also very lovely moments in the course, laughter, dancing, celebrations. This is Roland having tea with some ladies. It looks like it could be in Vienna. and this is the ending celebration. We had a bonfire and and we had fun rowing, competing in rowing the boats and dancing, and a very nice dinner that the hotel gave us, traditional Kerala dinner on banana leaves. And this is ready to end the course. Everyone got their lei, these flowers, and here some gift that the course gave us with all the pictures, and thank you everybody. And this is a cake at the end. And 2 months later, and 240 pujas later, and many practices, we're in the bus, and we go back to the temple where we started, the birthplace of Shankara. And here we are. This is the example of the diploma that everyone received. This is Irina Romanova, a wonderful lady from Abakan in Siberia. And this is Sri Narayan awarding this diploma to Irina. And I will mention, it's not in the pictures, but Surya Narayan also gave the last lesson, the last and most important lesson of the course, gave the last and supreme knowledge to the students, and it came from the tradition itself of how to teach meditation. And these are all the graduates of the course receiving their diplomas from the head priest Surya Narayan. And Roland and I are accepting it for Elena, who had to leave a day or two early. And this is Tatiana, a star pupil, and Valeria from Spain, and Maria, and Sasha, who is on this talk, wonderful Sasha, who translated all the course to Russian, and Alessandro. And here's a gift from Roland. Roland was with Maharishi some years in Switzerland, and he received some cloth that was used for Maharishi's dhotis, and he gave each one of the students a piece of this cloth as a gift. And here we are giving the certificates for outstanding students and saying goodbye to Surya Narayan. Thank you, he was very supportive. This is our valedictorian, the star pupil, Tatiana, who's also a Vedic scholar and a successful teacher. And here we are, this is the final picture at the entrance of the temple, everyone with their diplomas ready to go home. So back to the course. The course will have 2 semesters. Semester 1 will be 2 online sessions a week, and this will last 2 months. The tuition is €800, and as I said, there's some scholarships available. This is online. The semester 2 is in residence, intensive training and deep experiences of meditation. It's in a resort setting. It includes, of course, room and board. The duration is 33 days. Of course, 1 day for arrival, 1 for departure. And the tuition is €2,000, slight variations depending on the quality of room you prefer. And again, some scholarships are available. This is the schedule. Right now, we're in January, so this is registration time. Then in February and March, we'll have semester 1, two meetings a week by Zoom. And also for March, a week into April. And then on 9th of April, that's travel day, because on the 10th we arrive in the hotel. And then we have from the 10th until the 10th of April until the 10th of May, we have our resort portion, the academy portion. On the 11th, we travel back home. What do we learn? Curriculum for semester 1. We learn the basic puja practice. We do group meditation sessions, and then we learn meditation guide training, level 1, level 2, and level 3. So we become proficient at leading people, guiding people to good meditation, correcting any possible mistake. And so this lasts, you see the puja practice lasts all the 2 months and the 1 week of April. And the meditation guide training, the first section is 1 month, section number 2 is 1 month, and then the last section is 7 days. And of course, during this time, we also have some advanced lectures, talks, seminars, occasionally. But that's the gist of what we learn. This is phase one. And this repeats that basically. Now we go to phase two. Phase two is a resort setting. Not necessarily this hotel, but we always choose a hotel which is in a rural setting with mountains or forest or some lake nearby. Very nice. And these are the subjects that we learn in phase two. Of course, we have deep meditation practice. That's all through the course. You see this yellow bar. And then we have advanced puja practice. We learn it on that's the first lesson we learn. And later on, puja mastery, towards the middle of the course, you get some advanced knowledge about the puja. And then we start learning basically step by step all the required knowledge how to teach meditation. So the benefits of meditation is a lecture, and the research on meditation and methods of meditation. We learn these things, and we also learn how to give these lectures. And then we learn the steps of the course, the basic course itself, which is a student interview, the first meditation seminar, the second meditation and third meditation seminars, the meditation instruction, the personal instruction that goes on. A few days for each of these and a lot of practice. And once we learn them, we practice them for the rest of the course. And how you validate the mantra, and how you guide group meditation, and how you teach children, and how you teach in groups. These are additional subjects that are important to learn. So that's basically how to teach people meditation, if they're children and so forth. And then there's some advanced topics that are good, useful for teachers, to teach people who have already learned meditation, who come to your office or center or to a resort setting, and they want to learn more about meditation. So there'll be advanced seminars for meditation. Usually, you have a weekly meeting with a meditation, and then a retreat, a weekend retreat or longer for meditators, where they learn yoga asanas and so forth. How to manage a meditation center. It's really a small business. You have to be business-like about it, so it will support you and be successful. And then seminars about Ayurveda, Vastu, Jyotish, and Yagya, which are interesting. And finally, there are the final tests. We call them solo. Every student performs all the steps of being a teacher in sequence, and he does it until they're perfect, and then he passes. And then there's the Keystone Seminar, the one that Surya Narayan taught all the people at the very end. The Keystone Seminar gives you the key of knowledge, the most important piece of knowledge. And after that, you're a fully fledged teacher. And then, of course, there's the awarding of diplomas and graduation celebrations. That's the course. These are the topics for the course. So I think we went over these things. ITMA, provides a variety of services. One of them is Teacher Training Academy, but after you graduate, it gives you coaching as a new teacher. We'll support you. There are local groups of ITMA in various countries. You can help each other. There's the global ITMA, where we, gather together in, for instance, monthly seminars, advanced topics. As I mentioned, we don't take any royalties, no annual fees. The pricing for teaching meditation, the teacher decides that. No one tells them what to do. We have packages of knowledge that the teachers are custodians of, and of course materials. And we help each other sometimes in legal matters if they crop up, and cooperate by doing long rounding together, maybe a few countries together or a few cities together. And we offer advanced courses in all the aspects of meditation and advanced meditation. Upavedas, the so-called Jyotish, Yagya, and so forth, ITMA does not deal with them. However, we have many associates, many friends who do them very successfully, and we refer to them and we get help from them when needed. So now there's the next step is after people register and send us an email they'd like to join the course. Then there's a coordination meeting. It will be by Zoom. Anyone who signs up for the course will be invited. We'll get a Zoom link to that coordination meeting, and basically all of us get together, all those who want to learn in the next course. And a few things, since ITMA is democratic, Roland was elected as chairman of ITMA, and every other person gets elected, and any decision is democratic. I think that's the difference between us and some other groups. So we'll decide democratically by the majority of students if they prefer that the Zoom meeting be on Sunday or Saturday. Usually people have preferred those days, but whatever the majority votes on, that will be the day where the lessons are held. That's a group meeting. And then there are team practice sessions. Team practice sessions are not for the entire group, but just for buddies, 2 or 3 people meeting together at a convenient time for them. And there they practice additionally what we learn as a group. And then there are also going to be daily group meditation times, like many of us do through Zoom or through WhatsApp. And another thing that will be finalized in this meeting is the starting date for semester 2. As I mentioned here, it's the 10th of April is written there. But if it's very important for the majority to move it a few days forward or backward, we can accommodate that. The hotel will do whatever we tell them. So the registration process is to send an application by WhatsApp or by email. I'll show you the email shortly. Then we meet the teachers of the course in a personal interview. It could be by WhatsApp or by Zoom or by phone. And then we join this course scheduling meeting that I mentioned before. And once you're accepted to the course, you make the first semester tuition payment of €800. And if you would like you needed some scholarship, you would let us know and we do whatever we can to help you. And then you get an acceptance letter and the Zoom link to the first meeting. So that's basically the overview, and I'd be happy to open the floor to any questions you may have.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, of course. We're not a big group. Just go ahead and ask whatever you feel like.
Well, first of all, congratulations for presenting something that is very well structured and very thorough. So I think it was very clear and very well delivered. Thank you, Phil Abner. My question is actually very simple. As you were talking, I looked up CD. I did not know what CD was, so now I know what CD is. I was listening, I was paying attention, but I also multitask. What is SCI?
Maharishi came to the West, I think, early 60s. And one time he was leaving California to go back to India, and the people next to him were worried that he would never come back. So they said, Maharishi, you have to leave us something writing. So he wrote a book. The way he wrote the book was he sat in a room and he asked for someone to be an audience, and that person was one of the daughters, a young daughter, or a friend of a daughter of the Olsen family. I think she was in grade school, 7 or 8 years old. She sat, and he told her, he spoke out loud to a recording machine, and that was then typed up as the science of being and art of living. Basically, this is his foundational book about the Indian philosophy that he brought to the West. And this was a few years later, he organized that in a more organized and different way in what he called the science of creative intelligence. He started to use the word science, and that's a course of 33 lessons in videotape with a curriculum and even notes for the teachers and stuff like that. Very organized. I enjoyed that course very much when I learned it many years ago. In the early teacher training courses that Maharishi held, it was not a requirement because it didn't even exist. Later on, it became a requirement. That's the only reason I mentioned it. It's not a requirement for the Teacher Training Academy, although it's a wonderful course and wonderful material like all Maharishi's things.
Thank you.
David, you'd like to say a few words? You You've been in quite a few teacher training courses.
Your presentation was wonderful as usual. I can't add to it.
Yeah, well, you did many courses. You did several one after the other. Maybe tell us a little bit how you
Just
enjoyed it,
four,
what you got out of it.
just four courses in a row. The first three were just rounding, and then the last one was where I took the instruction and graduated.
And how was it? Can you tell us some experiences from there?
Well, there were higher experiences that happened as a result of the dramatic reduction in stress, especially during the course, maybe not completely stabilized for after the course. So I had enough experiences that I'm able to speak from experience about higher states of consciousness rather than just some intellectual thing that I've learned.
Right. Volkmar, you were in the last course. Why don't you say a few words about the course, about how it was during the course and how it is after the course as a teacher? And you also visited the Shankaracharya.
Well, for anyone listening now or later, if this recording is broadcast later sometime, you learn a lot about your own, about the mechanics of meditation for yourself, even not necessarily. First of all, for yourself, and then, well, we had the first part in like it's planned now on Zoom, and we had the last part in India. India was selected as a common meeting point. We had 20 people from Russia and one from USA and the rest from all over Europe. So I'm glad I made this course. It is one of the life experiences, important experiences for. I've always wanted to do this. I learned meditation in 1972 at the age of 17 years, and I couldn't afford the expensive courses that were offered at that time. So I became a teacher with some 45 years of delay. Nevertheless, I'm glad I did it. Well, our trip after the course was just an extra sweet topic. We went to Sringeri in South India, which is a trip of 10, 12 hours. And then we visited the temple where the Shankaracharya seat is established. And we witnessed one of the pujas. The Shankaracharya and his follower, they are doing 2 pujas a day, in the morning and in the evening. And it was quite something. The helper, or there is one guiding the ceremonies, one guy from the ashram, and he introduced us to the Shankaracharya, and we felt very special. Shankaracharya asked me for my name, and I said Volkmar, and he said, "What?" I said, "Volkmar." And he said, and he made like this blessing. It was very impressive. So for anyone, I only see 2 new people here on this meeting now, but if you have the opportunity and the chance and the money, do it.
Thank you, Volkmar. And thank you. During all the course, Volkmar also solved all the technical problems of the video and the recording and the translation. There was a lot of electronics.
Not to forget the power cuts.
Oh, and the power cuts, yes. It's India, yes. So this time we decided we're going to do it in Europe. And Philippe, would you like to say a few words maybe about the course? And also, I know you've put up a website and organized it in French and began teaching in your hometown.
Yes, I really enjoyed this course. It was very helpful and really dense. Really, I learned a lot, and it helped me to become more comfortable, to accelerate my own experience, my own development, and I also feel comfortable at the end. I was during the last, I would say, days we had a small exam, and was quite surprised to be comfortable and to pass all the sequence of the teaching. And thanks to the good teaching you provided. So yes, I really I recommend to all peoples who want to become teacher of meditation to take this course, because this is opportunity of your own development, and also to pass, I would say, to pass to provide uh, something which is really helpful in all the life of your students. So really do it.
Thank you so much, Philippe. And Philippe also gave some wonderful lectures about music in the course and the entertainment parts. So I think that's about it, Roland. Maybe you wrap it up, and we look forward to seeing everyone send in their names, and the address to, if you want to sign up, is just office, the word English word office, itma@gmail.com. You just send us an email, we'll send you a short form, and we'll be in touch and invite you. So Roland, go ahead.
Thank you, Avna. Thank you, Volkmar and Philippe, and thank you, David and Camilla, for your questions and comments. Yes, it's been a very beautiful presentation, and I think it's really something unique, since the Teacher Training Academy we are offering here, I don't see something comparable like this. Especially, we are setting up a curriculum which is, first of all, in the tradition of the Shankaracharya masters, and secondly, we are respecting the copyrights and the trademarks, and our students have provided a high profession to teach, and we observe, not everyone is here, we see that some of them, not all, but some, they are very successful in their cities where they're living, and it's very satisfying. I remember everyone who's been with Maharishi, we know. Maharishi said, I'm going to double myself, I'm going to multiply myself. I can't teach everyone in the world to meditate. I have to train teachers. And this is our motivation to do the same. And this is a chance for those who want to become meditation teachers. It's really a beautiful competence to show somebody to transcend, to show somebody to experience the deeper level of consciousness, to not just live on the surface value. And this is how to give them more fulfillment in life. What are we talking about? We know it, what we're talking about. But the beauty is we can make our neighbors, we can make our friends, we can make our family members happy. We can improve all people who are in business. We can improve, we can improve them, but we can show them how they can improve their business life by being more fit and getting rid of stress. And secondly, we know that this meditation is a stepstone to not just only inner peace, but also a stepstone to a wider peace in our environment, no matter where we are living. It's a great, great thing. And that is motivating us to give it on to you who are interested in attending, in applying to this teacher training course we are offering. The prices are reasonable. They are compared to others, organizations, and we are not making a business out of it. We are just motivated like any other competent professionalist. We want to give it to those who want to become, we are not the youngest anymore. We want to others to take over the competence to teach meditation to the people who are around them. Thank you very much so far.
Thank you, Roland, for those inspiring words. And we'll end, I think, with the sweet music of Rick Stanley, who's singing the Holy Tradition, very traditional. And I wish you all a wonderful evening, and we'll see you on the course.
Shaktim Chataputraparasharamja Yasam Shikam Bodhapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogin Ramatasya Shisham Shri Shankaracharya Matasya Padma Padam Chahastam Malakam Chashishyam Tam Throtakamba Hitaparamanyam Asmad Guru Santatamahatosmi Shruti Smriti Purananam Aliyam Karam Aliyam Namami Bhagavan Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krito Vande Bhagavanto Puna Puna Yadvare Nikila Nilim Paparishad Siddhim Vedate Nisham Srimad Shri Lasitam Shakat Guru Padam Nadvatmatriptim Vitam Loka Gyam Apayodapatandaram Shri Shankaram Shanmadam Brahmanam Saraswati Guruvaram Yayami Jyotirmayam Karpurapuram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Pujagindraharam Sudhavasantam Hridayaravindeya Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Akhandamandalakaram Yatam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Brahmanandam Param Sukadam Kevalam Gyam Vishvatitam Triguna Saitam Satguruntam Agyantimirandasyo Gyananjana Shalakyo Chakshurunmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Jai Gurudev.
Did Harvard University just find a way to